Hey guys, it's Katie Rose from Wild Rosebuds here, and I just wanted to go over my 5-minute mom face for every day and just a little bit of different ways to switch it up when you do need to go out on the town or you do need to go to a big business meeting. Like many of you guys, I'm sure, you do your makeup on your bedroom floor. I mean, I don't have a proper place to do it, so this is where I usually crouch down. I have Poppy next to me so that I'm not going to be interrupted, and I get it done. So the first thing that I wanted to go over with you guys is healthy skin is a must. So as you saw from my Monday post, I have a really good skin regimen of what I do, and along with taking my omega-3 fish oil from Bend, it really does help create a good base layer for the makeup. And that way you don't have to wear a ton of makeup either. So I've experimented with a few different foundations. Clinique was always my go-to for everything under the sun, but recently I have been getting a lot more paler than I used to, because I don't go to the tanning bed, and now I don't go away for the winter. So I stuck to this. It was just a quick, easy brand to use, and I really like the way that it goes on. So it's the L'Oreal 24-Hour Infallible Pro Glow. It really does cover, and it stays on, which is great. I recently got one of these, and it's funny because I didn't know how to use it right away. So I wasn't really enjoying it. I was like, boy, that's eating up a lot of my foundation. But then I heard on Instagram that you actually are supposed to wet it beforehand. Well, that helped me out a lot. So I started wetting it. Like I said, I'm no makeup artist. I have no idea what I'm doing, but this is what I do to my face. So sometimes I just go to my foundation, especially if I'm in a rush. Other times I use my lemonade. It's by Benefit, and it's really great for when you haven't slept, especially if the baby's been up, because it really covers those dark eyes. So my sister actually bought me some brushes for Christmas. These are just the Sephora brand, and they're actually awesome. So I use the concealer brush from the kit. So I just easily go like this, dab it on. The thing with your under eye is, I've always been told you have to be super gentle with it because it's the most delicate skin, and if you're too rough, then it will wrinkle. So there's a key for you guys. So I easily just dab that on, and I leave it. So next, I take my foundation, put a little bit on, and I don't know if I'm doing this right, but this is the way it works for me. So I go around the eye first because that's where I've just put that. See, and it's already made my eyes so much brighter. I usually add a little bit more. Now I always go for light coverage of my foundation because I don't have a ton of skin flaws. I do have a lot of freckles, so some days when I want to look a little bit more put together, I'll go with a full coverage foundation. But honestly, I just like something light that I don't really look like I'm wearing makeup, because I'm a mom. I'm not wanting to look like somebody that I'm not, and I have freckles, and so might as well just let them shine through. So that gives you a really great base for what you want to do next, and there's not a lot of steps to what you want to do next. My next step is I use the contour, but I actually blend the darkest shade and the blush together, and I put those on my apples of my cheek. I use the angle brush. I always brush it out, and I just apply it to the apples. The one thing about blush I find is that it's the first thing to wear out. So when you're putting it on in the morning, my key is always to put a lot on, because within an hour, it doesn't look like you have that much blush on. So perfect. So my next step, which may not be my next step for longer because I am getting microblading done, is to color in my eyebrows. I'm gonna post a photo for you guys about this. So yeah, that was before I realized that you needed to color in your eyebrows. And I remember getting those photos onto my computer and being to my girlfriends who were there with me that night, what is going on? Like, why do I look that way? Why does it look like I have no eyebrows? And they said, oh, well, you gotta color them in. Do you not color them in? And so they actually took me to the drugstore, bought me a pencil to color them in, and I've been coloring them in ever since. So what I use is, it's so well used you can't even see it, but it's the Benefit brow kit. I don't even know what it's called, it's that old, but I'm gonna find it for you and I'm gonna have it linked below along with all the other products that I use. So it comes with a wax and a powder. I like to use the powder. I find the wax is a little too dark for me, but I honestly, it's the quickest little thing. I just go through my brows. I don't do that shaping. I don't do anything. It's just, it really is just to add, you know, that bit of a dimension to your face, because you don't, like, if you're like me and you don't wear a ton of makeup, you just need it, right? Especially if you have dark hair. So yeah, that's it. Super quick, super easy. I don't do lines. I don't do anything like that. So then my next step always is my lashes and my eyes. Now here's the thing. Day in and day out, I always wear mascara. I grew up with a British grandmother and she said, no matter what, if you leave the house, you have to have mascara and you have to have lip gloss on. So I always wear mascara, but I only seem to put on an eyeshadow if I'm going to an important meeting, I'm going to work, I'm shooting, anything like that. And this is super old as well. I didn't buy any new stuff for you guys because honestly, you need to see how I use it. So this is the Naked Urban Decay palette that everybody I'm sure owns by now because it's that amazing. This is how old it is. I've run out of a few of my favorite shades, but I found as I've gotten older, I don't really go for the glittery shades anymore, so it's okay. So as you can see, it's been well used. So I always go for the Naked shade, and then I layer on top of that at night with like the Smog or the Dark Horse, something a little bit darker, and then I usually go with a nude lip. Now, if you're going for something that's a little bit lighter and you stick with the Naked, that's when you can do a brighter lip. I find always do a nude face and a bright lip, or a dark eye and a nude lip. It was a rule that someone taught me in theater and I just kind of stuck with it. So yeah, quick and easy eyeshadow. And then this is actually a new mascara that I just picked up for Christmas, and it's been the best mascara I've had in a really long time. But before I talk to you guys about the mascara, I'm going to recommend something to you. I've been using the Plume lash grower. It's all organic. You put it on before you do your makeup. I'm not going to put it on right now because I already did with my skin care, but you put it on your lashes like you would do a liquid eyeliner, and it actually causes your lash cycle to be longer, which then allows the lashes to grow longer before they start falling out, because your lashes do have a life cycle. So definitely try that out. I love that it's all natural, and it's a really good price point too. It's $99 and it lasts like a month, maybe 2 months. So if you do have really short lashes like I do naturally, this is something that you should get. Okay, so this is, like I said, the NARS Audacious Mascara. Brand new to me. I got it in the Black Moon. I love it. The only thing is I'm a crier and it's not waterproof, but that's okay because I don't cry every day. I mean, maybe I do. And you just quickly apply it on. I always make sure I get to the base of my lashes because I don't like to wear eyeliner. I find eyeliner looks super harsh on people unless you do it really correctly, but like every day I find it super harsh when people line their eye with an eyeliner. It's just too much. And like I said, get to the base, do a little wiggle. It's also what I learned in theater. Good old theater makeup, hey? And then honestly, you're done. Throw on a little bit of lip gloss and you've got your face for the rest of the day. Sometimes what I do is I do like to add a bit of a shock to you. So this is actually a color NARS put out for Sephora's birthday gift. I think it was like, I'm gonna say like 3 years ago, and I still use it, and I know that's bad. I know you're not supposed to keep makeup for that long, but I don't even put it on all the way. I put it on and I almost like rub it off, and then I put a lip gloss over top of it so that it almost turns into a lip stain instead of a lipstick. And that way when it wears off, it doesn't look like a worn off lipstick. It almost just kind of blends in and wears off naturally. So yeah, that's it. Still have to do my hair, but that's my makeup routine. Nice and easy and straightforward and quick to do for a mom on the go.